Chapter 1. Gideon. Gideon clenched the steering wheel in his grasp as he accelerated through a yellow light. The sleek, black SUV flew across the intersection, and at least one of its passengers seemed thrilled with the high rate of speed. "Oh my God! My first car chase!" Bailey bounced in the back seat of the SUV, which forced his seatbelt to lock and pull him back as Gideon spun the wheel to make the next turn. Logan, of course, beamed at his mate. "You aren't scared?" Bailey did the kind of slow pan Gideon had only ever witnessed in movies. "Scared?" Even Gideon recognized that tone. No soup for Logan. "Take the next right." The Oracle half-laughed the instruction in Gideon's earbud. Gideon had never heard the Oracle sound amused before. It was an evening of firsts, for sure. They'd been making a simple run to the grocery store when they got the call, which was why Bailey was with them in the first place. Why was Gideon chauffeuring? Good question. That would be because of Logan's broken thumb and the cast he had to wear for at least another week. How did Logan break his thumb? Also a good question. Bailey had wanted to work on his self-defense after his attack, especially being grabbed from behind, as it sometimes led to him freezing. So Logan, intending to be helpful, thought it a good idea to sneak up behind his mate and put Bailey in a chokehold. But Bailey responded by gripping Logan's hand and twisting out of the hold, breaking Logan's thumb in the process. Logan had been disgustingly proud to share with anyone who would listen that his human mate had managed to hurt him. And while Gideon wasn't entirely sure it was something he should be bragging about, he understood the sentiment. Ever since Bailey'd been attacked a few months prior, he'd been jumpy and anxious. His therapist assured them it was a normal reaction, but Bailey had insisted on upping his training. He spent his mornings with Gideon, doing physical training, and his afternoons with Logan, practicing self-defense. And during the in-between hours, he cooked magical soup and other amazing creations in the warehouse's newly renovated kitchen, which, in turn, created a horde of ravenous monsters, also known as Bailey's Pack, who would do anything to protect him. Needless to say, anyone who fucked with Bailey now wouldn't likely walk away. Lightning flashed in the distance, and an ominous, dark cloud began to form over a few of the larger buildings. "We weren't expecting rain," Gideon said. "No, we weren't," the Oracle said, the sound of quick typing in the background. "Stop at the next intersection." Gideon hit the brakes, and his teammates landed on the road in front of the car in their shifted forms. Cole transformed from dragon to human, while Alaron waited for Scout to leap off his back before he changed from his griffin form. Dasan opened the back hatch and climbed in without a word, then began to tug on the spare clothes they kept tucked in bins in the back. Once the others piled into the vehicle, Gideon punched the gas pedal again. They took off with a squeal of tires in the direction of the storm. Logan glared at Gideon in the rearview mirror and pulled Bailey closer. May the goddess save him from an alpha and his new mate. The overprotectiveness, while endearing, was annoying as fuck. Bailey thought so too, and elbowed Logan in the side. "Cut it out!" Logan huffed, but allowed a millimeter of distance between them. Gideon considered it a win for Bailey. "What have we got?" Alaron asked from beside Gideon. "Unclear," Gideon replied. "Are we sure this isn't a job for the Hellhounds?" "No. It may be. We'll see." Gideon often wondered how the Oracle received their information, but so far, no one had even been able to figure out who they were, much less how they got the tips that always led their team to something nefarious. Usually, it was a creature from the human realm causing chaos.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.